Hello and welcome to Are We Winning Yet? Episode April 7th. So I was running a few errands today, and luckily I didn't have a chance to take a look at any of the news. I heard Governor Cuomo in the background, and I asked my wife to turn everything off. Didn't want to just hear that noise anymore. So really all I did after running errands today, came on back and went ahead on to the New York City website, grabbed the information, and plugged in the latest numbers. They have the summary data in. They don't have the individual supporting PDFs, but let's go ahead and take a look at it. And I wish there was better news. So the trends or the daily counts have come in from New York City Health. It's a little over 74,600 positive cases, 177 hospitalizations, and 3,544 deaths. So what does that look like when you go ahead and put it into a trend and take a look at the daily information? And quite frankly, it's just, to a certain extent, just shocking. It was a brutal day on hospitalizations. We're at 3,844, which is almost 2,000 over the average and 1,000 over the highest day that we've had before. So quite honestly, it was a shock when I put it in. And then 806 deaths when the average was about 216. So again, a significant departure from whatever the current trends are. So you can go ahead and pause this video if you want. I'd like to go ahead and move on to the mortality numbers, daily numbers, and more importantly, the prediction and the predictive model that we had in the system. So as you can see, even though we were tracking relatively same with the prediction, today was a total outlier. So we'll have to take a look at some of these other things, but clearly the numbers aren't looking good. The predictive model isn't looking good, and so it's an opportunity to take a look at why this is doing what it is. So the model was showing that we'd have about 3,200 deaths by tomorrow, and right now we're already at 3,544. So we're going to exceed that by a certain amount. And tomorrow we'll go ahead and reevaluate what we need to do and maybe what the data is showing us. So I wish I could give you better news today, but it really has been pretty much a Debbie Downer on all three fronts. So not only is the COVID case numbers way up, hospitalizations are way up, which means that you would hope that as we test more people, less people would be sick, and the hospitalization percentages would go down. That's not the case. So the COVID on the positive front, it's bad, or it's a downer. Hospitalization, it's a downer, and death, mortality was a downer today. So it was a triple down day. So all I can do is sign off. We can talk a little bit more about what we may have to do on the model for mortality. That mortality model was based on a 28% lethality with a 7 or 8 day duration. So if we have to revisit that and to see if that needs to be adjusted to predict whatever the current data is. Like Dr. Fauci says, data trumps models every day. So until tomorrow,